All right, everybody, welcome here to the Robert J. Collins Arena, where we have another great day of action coming at you. We have the men's game up first, the 3-6 men's facing off against the 2-7 Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. I think they're going to fare coming into the game, and they won one on the road, lost one.
Yeah, I mean it's been an up and down season. You know, some bumps and bruises along the way. The team's starting to grow, get a little bit better. They got Corey Brown back. He's inserted into the starting lineup. They've been better with him. But it's going to take a lot of what they've been trying to do in stopping penetration, rebounding, and just getting the fundamentals down.
Yeah, it's pretty evenly matched up tonight. We're going to have the women's game coming up, also facing the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. So we will head down to the court. We will start off with our national anthem and get right into the action here.
Let's give a warm welcome to Cub Scout Pack 210 Gang 7 from Lincroft.
Before we do that, we're going to welcome special guest here at the arena. Some Cub Scouts coming in from the area, holding our nation's flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove all hats for the national anthem.
All right, so Brookdale, they went on the road there for a couple weeks. Ocean, Cumberland, and Camden came out with one win against Cumberland. It was a close one too. It was only a 93-91 game. The last one was against Camden. It was a loss 88-75. Always one of their toughest matchups is Camden. Yeah. Atlantic Cape came in here last year. We were in the B-Rec, and it was two evenly matched up games for both the men and women, especially the women more so. So that's going to be an interesting game coming up next. I'll see if they have any returners, but we will focus on the game right now as Atlantic Cape gets announced.
Number 5, Hodge Smith. Number 11, DeFawn Toombs. Number 13, Joe Everhart. And number 21, Mbadake Andy. The Buccaneers are coached by Andrew Fields. He is assisted by
Andrew Fields. Interesting fact about him, actually drafted in 1979 by the Trailblazers and experienced a long career throughout the NBA, the FIBA, and some other European basketball leagues. See what kind of experience that brings into the team, playing at that high level for such a long time.
Definitely.
And here we go.
From Long Branch, number 4, Terrell Cox.
Terrell Cox staying in the starting lineup since we've been here.
Coming in averaging 8 points per game.
Noah Dean, who was a force in the middle, him and Crosby last week. Some early foul trouble, it was about last week. Some early foul trouble got them on the bench.
Johnson, the team's leading scorer, 20 points per game.
Prolific shooter.
Yeah. Guy gets to the basket.
Tyler Grzeski working his way into the starting lineup, one of the returners from last year alongside Savon Bennett.
And number 34 from the Bronx, Norbert Allen.
As well as Norbert Allen, who's experienced some limited minutes.
Yeah, but he's starting his first game since we saw him here the first game of the season. So the first home game, at least. So a little bit of a different look here for Coach Cizek, Pat.
Very interesting.
Yeah, interesting to see maybe a little bit more size with Norbert Allen, a bit more shooting with Grzeski. They have been struggling, only shooting 27% from the three-point line. So maybe it's a little bit of an insertion of some shooting. Maybe, Allen for some rebounding, things that they've been working on lately. It'll be interesting to see how they go and how long they stick with this lineup, too.
Because now you kind of replace Crosby with Allen, and you still have Dean in there, so the size is still working in there.
Yeah. And it's interesting because have no Tavon Bennett in the starting lineup. Where he's been in there every game. He's been their leader.
Yeah.
Off the court, on the court. I mean, it's a little bit of an interesting move.
We'd also like to give a big thank you to Domino's of Red Bank, proud to support the Brookdale men's and women's basketball season once again this season. Domino's located at 60 English Plaza in downtown Red Bank. You can save time by creating a pizza profile and order online at Domino's.com. Get delivered right to your door. Also, they got an app you can download. So get into the future here with pizza. Norbert Allen going to take the tip off right at half court.
I got to say, I like these Atlantic Cape uniforms.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad.
Maybe the best ones we've seen so far this season.
Tyler Grzeski almost grabs it, winds up in the hands of number 5, Hodge Smith. And an immediate three there for number 11, Dephon Toombs.
Something we're not really used to seeing, a little bit of outside shooting here early on.
Yeah, figured go right up and early. Grzeski out on the side, trying to find somebody.
Notable size advantage inside. Maybe part of the reason why Norbert Allen has started. No one on the whole team for Atlantic Cape, over the size of 6'3". So maybe that's a little bit of a sticking point for them, maybe to try to get the ball inside there.
Yeah, and here we go immediately again as Toombs going coast to coast, and he'll pick up.
And quick timeout for Coach Cizek. And look, if Brookdale's going to go big, then Atlantic Cape's going to start playing quick, and they're going to try to get up and down the court. They're going to try to make the big man run, and they're really going to try to exploit his, his lack of speed.
Coach Cizek taking an immediate timeout. We're not even a minute into the game. Down 5 points already. That first three, can't let it get out of hand.
Definitely not. And we've seen some slow starts from Brookdale.
Yeah.
Coach Cizek's really trying to make sure that doesn't happen. And maybe try to emphasize, get the ball inside of the big man, slow this game down. Do not let them get out there and run. Make good, crisp passes. Let him control the game a little bit, because there's a clear lack of size out there. I mean, just the eyeball test. You just look out there and it looks like there's no size whatsoever out there for Atlantic Cape.
Yeah, you don't even have to look at the rosters that we have here with all the heights on
You just can look out in the court.
Yeah.
And not a deep team either. Dressing only dressing 9 guys. So, and there it is right there.
There's
Get the ball inside Norbert Allen.
Yeah.
They're gonna. It's amazing. Right out of the timeout, Coach Cizek, let him know. Get him the ball. Let's go. Let's do this. Easy baskets for the big man.
Atlantic Cape trying to set something up here at the top.
And interesting, because Norbert Allen is right now guarding number 21, Andy. So, Andy's given up about 7 inches or so.
Yeah. It's a noticeable difference when I saw him at the half-court line. There's a big three be putting up there.
And there's a big man trying to get that rebound. There he goes. He's got it.
That's going to be all day with him.
I know Dean from the foul line. There it is. Good. So again, quickly feel the presence of the 6'8" Allen out there. 6'9" rather.
That's going to be the key to the game right there.
Good job there by Noah Dean to step up and take that charge.
Very good job.
And some good energy coming out of that timeout here for Brookdale.
Definitely. The bench is fired up. The players on the court are fired up.
Yeah. Listen, they want to slow this team down, and that's the way to do it. You step up there, you take a charge. Don't think twice about coming out here full speed,
Tyler Grzeski getting his first starting at home here. It's Isaiah Johnson, as we said, who is the leading scorer. Great shooter from the outside. Ball gets batted out of bounds there.
And look for Norbert Allen, his presence inside to open up everything outside. And again, one of the reasons Grzeski might be in there is for his outside shooting ability. Norbert Allen maybe opens that up a little bit. As you see here, true. Allen and Grzeski on the same side of the floor here, the way they're running the offense right now.
They're definitely keeping number 13, Joe Ebhard, on him pretty
hard.
There
it is. Grzeski with the three. Just as we said, Norbert Allen keeps the defender honest. The defender's got to make a decision. Am I gonna prevent the pass from getting inside to Allen, or am I going to get up on Grzeski and keep him from shooting? And right now the decision was, let me stop the ball from getting inside to Allen. And Grzeski made him pay for it. I'm sure they've been working on this.
You can tell that Coach Chizak, who's a very great head coach here, we got to travel on the play. He did his homework coming into this game.
Definitely. And, it's well prepared. And maybe, that was one of the reasons why he was so frustrated early on here. They prepared themselves for the situation, and they couldn't execute it early. And so he settled them down a little bit and got them going here.
Isaiah Johnson trying to get inside with a circus-style shot there. Doesn't land in, but he does draw the foul. So that's 2 early ones picked up by the Buccaneers.
His first, Atlanta Cape's second team foul.
A couple of free throws here for Brookdale.
Isaiah Johnson grabs a quick point. Make it an 8-5 game. Brookdale on an 8-0 run right now. After, giving up first 45 seconds of the game, 5 points.
It looked like they were going to come out to another slow start here early, but really that timeout really settled them down, and that's why coaches call timeouts early on. You try to settle your team down and say, look, we have a game plan, let's execute it, and we know what we're going to do. Let's just get it done, and that's all that's really happening there.
Atlanta Cape doing a lot of passing around the perimeter and then trying to find that inside lane.
And good defense there, and a big-time rebound there by Allen. And if they can push it, they'll have numbers here.
Noah Dean looked like he might have got hit there.
And looks like they're going to give him the foul,
Yeah. Somebody was coming in for the defense. His forearm might have hit Noah Dean on the head.
Yeah, so, the defense right there turning into, they get the stop, maybe a partial deflection on the shot there. Allen able to tip the ball to his teammate and get them out running and get some easy points here on the free throw line.
Hodge Smith picks up his second foul for the Atlanta Cape Buccaneers. Noah Dean grabbing his first free throw there. Second one goes off the back of the rim there. And it goes out. Yeah, it goes out Atlanta Cape. Everyone got a little confused there.
Again, watch Grzeski in the corner there.
Yep.
Johnson a little bit off balance there. Good job offensive rebound there by Dean.
Grabbed it.
And then the big man Allen comes up with that rebound. Good kick out to Dean from the corner.
And it's good.
Yeah.
That's Dean.
Dean kind of found his way into the corner of the baseline there and really just, knocked down the 15-footer.
5 points for him so far. Easy shot there as you see the replay.
Dean not really known as a big-time scorer for this team. More of a glue guy, a guy that does a lot of things to keep them together. Only averaging 2.6 points per game. But really early on here, his job here is just, get that easy basket off the offensive rebound.
He's been a solid defense player as well. And we see a foul draw there. Looks like it might have been possibly on Dean. Oh, no, it was on Tyler Grzeski, so he picks up his first team foul as well.
One of the things a player like Dean does, as a glue guy that kind of holds everything together, sometimes you need him to step up and score some points.
Yeah.
When certain things aren't working, he's the kind of guy that, he'll take the ball, he'll just do what you need him to do. And right there, he knocks down the open shot, gets him, keeps this the offensive tempo going here.
A guy like Terrell Cox is usually doing some more scoring, or Isaiah Johnson maybe get guarded a little more.
Yeah.
He's the guy who's going to step in, and he's doing a very good job for himself.
And with Tavon Bennett, and his 12 points per game on the bench, you got to find the scoring somewhere.
Yeah.
A great feed inside to Norbert Allen there.
Norbert Allen picks it
and
up.
The big man finishes. Look, they're not going to have any answer for that. They have to prevent him from getting the ball. If they're going to let him get the ball that low, there's no chance for them to stop him.
14-6.
One of the benefits of being 6'9" is just when you're at the basket, there's nothing any team can do about it.
Yeah. Brookdale now in a 14-1 run since the first minute of the quarter. Long three there, misses.
Rebound there by Dean.
He's having himself a game so far. They got Isaiah Johnson wide open there, just missed the window.
Good move there to get inside. No foul called on that.
Late whistle. No foul call, but it was out of bounds on Atlanta Cape.
Right there, inbounds play to Dean.
Easy, just a little too much on that one.
Oh, but look at that, getting back on defense.
Grabs it.
Good job by Grzeski to avoid the foul there.
Grzeski stood in there, made him alter a shot just a little bit too late.
Grzeski looking for the post up for Allen.
Looked like the. Yeah, you heard Coach Shizak yelling, "Step out," and they got called in violation on that one.
It looks like Dean got called for the foul on that, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Illegal screen, maybe a push-off. But it looked like Allen had a position there. They may be trying to, Grzeski a little bit hesitant to give him the ball there.
Play Rooks. Tossed over to Deshaun Hendricks.
Atlantic Cape having a little bit of trouble here offensively, trying to get a rhythm going. Besides a couple fast break baskets, not much going on here. And a good steal there by Johnson.
Yeah, he was just hawking that ball. Almost loses it there. He regains possession.
If they can hurry up, he's got the big man down low.
But he saw the lane, took it in between 3 defenders, but couldn't finish at the basket.
He had the big man down low for a second there.
Yeah. Crosby is heading to the scorer's table now, as well as Terrell Cox. I'm sorry, Tavon Bennett.
So interesting, a little bit interesting here. The couple of guys that usually have been starting coming off the bench for Coach Chizak.
And there's Norbert Allen, hand in his face, and that size difference is starting to show. It doesn't look like it's going to get any better, whether they're replacing Allen or Dean. They're still going to keep the size in there with Crosby.
Interesting to see if they maybe go with 2 big men in the game there.
Yeah.
But I think Allen will probably come out for Crosby.
I would think so as well. Bodies flying around the court here, and looks like we are going to have a foul called against Terrell Cox. We're also going to have
Crosby into the game for Brookdale.
Another player checking in here.
Checks in for the Buccaneers.
Glenn Bates wearing 14 tonight.
Ooh, awkward looking shot there for the air ball. Not much of a rhythm here for Atlantic Cape, but they're in danger here of falling behind if they can get anything going offensively.
They had those immediate shots and have fallen ever since. They got the 1 free throw, but that's about it.
Oh, great play there. Good block.
Yeah, very good block.
Looks like Grzeski was going to have himself an easy layup. Nothing going there.
They can't get
and Brookdale dominating the boards
outside.
early with the size, definitely going to be dominating the boards here.
Oh, yeah.
Good fake there by Johnson.
Very nice pump fake.
Tried to cross over dribble, but couldn't hang on to the ball there.
2 guys surrounding him.
So some quick substitutions here from Coach Chizak as Brian Reese Jr. getting ready to check in the game.
Long 3 taken there.
Not much. I mean, you can tell the strategy here early is maybe get some threes up there, but not really getting anything to go here.
No, I mean, they've been stopping them on some possessions here from Brookdale. As a 3 goes up for Isaiah Johnson, falls short. So they can't just start hooking up 3s, take some 2s, get the easy points.
Yeah, and for Brookdale on the other end, Johnson maybe not the greatest shot that Coach Chizak would like him to take there. Not an awful look, but maybe with that much time on the shot clock, maybe to run a play, try to get something inside. And again, the size of Brookdale is really going to benefit them if they can get the ball inside. But right now, a little bit of a stalemate here, trying to get the ball in the basket here from both teams.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a lull in the action with the scoring. Brookdale trying to find their first home win of the season. The men's. It's been a rough start to the season. Going
something we're not used to really seeing.
No. But hopefully they'll get a win for the visiting Cub Scouts coming in to check out their local college play a little basketball. To Isaiah Johnson, you're speaking of him leading the offense. He got NJ Hoops Player of the Week. We talked about it a little bit last week, and he was doing pretty well in the road trip they had going on. But he's been somewhat quiet now. Only 2 points. It's still very early.
Yeah, he's got a couple shots up there.
Yeah.
It's still early, and it looks like the offensive focus is more going to be to get the ball inside of the big guys. But Johnson's definitely got to score points if they want to win.
Yeah, he came off the court now. Brian Reese Jr. went in as he grabs the rebound there. Looks like Grzeski might not have been ready for that, but nonetheless he grabbed it.
Reese wide open at the top of the key there.
Got to take that every time. Yeah. Looks like they may have an injured player down on the court for Atlantic Cape. Number 11, Toombs. Yeah, scored their first 5 points.
Let's see if they're going to call a timeout or he's going to let him walk it off.
He's coming in, so he's able to get it under his own power.
Good team defense there.
Yeah. little noise coming from the crowd and from the bench there for that nice little poke.
Krzyzewski, a little bit of a dangerous pass there, but a good feed inside there. Great pass.
Very good job.
Great pass from Bates. Again, inside, easy baskets is what Coach Cizek wants them to do. Krzyzewski stepping up and taking the charge. There it is.
He's tough, ice in his veins, and he is just sitting. That's his second one he's taken. It looks like he might come out and get himself a little bit of a break.
Johnson checks back in for Brookdale.
Isaiah Johnson coming back in.
So Coach Cizek going with a little bit of a deeper rotation today than we've seen in the first few games here. But looks like it's working so far.
Yeah, we saw last week he didn't make his first substitution until just about now in the game. But he's made a whole lot so far, and it's paying off.
Actually, all 5 guys on the court, all 4 of the 5 guys on the court right now did not start.
And that takes a nice shooter's roll there for Tavon Bennett. And 1 opportunity. 11:24 remaining in the first half. Brookdale up 21-8. They have been on a very good run here since the game first started. I'd like to wish a season's greetings to everybody, wishing everybody a happy and healthy holiday season and the best for the new year. Brookdale's Lincroft campus and all satellite locations will be closed December 23rd through January 1st. The main campus and regional locations will reopen on Friday, January 2nd. Semester is ending very soon.
1 more class finishing up for me on Thursday. I'm out of here.
I am all done. Today was the last one. Long 3 there taken.
Again, I mean, a lot of bad shots here from Atlantic Cape here.
Number 10, Najee Wimbush was ever to grab the rebound, but going in quick there.
Flying in and down the baseline, huh?
Man.
Weren't ready for that one, I don't think.
He caught me off guard with that. I think he caught everybody off guard. Yeah, there's a timeout.
Again, quick lead here for Brookdale.
They started the game off.
And it's funny, we were talking about the differences in the lineup, the rotation, all that stuff, and it seems to be really paying off for Coach Cizek. Maybe he's found something that's working for him, and maybe he saw something in the last couple of games over the week of practice that really, he wanted to go with this matchup, get the big guy Norbert Allen in there early. Bring a lot of guys off the bench, maybe mix up the rotation where you have a couple of guys that usually are starting and can score some points. Like a guy, Tavon Bennett, who averages 12 points per game, coming off the bench, giving you some bench scoring, which is maybe something they lacked in the last few games.
I would say so, yeah. And you saw on the camera there for a minute, Joe Nickerson in the crowd tonight. Great player here for the past 2 seasons. Coming in and bringing what was really lacking last week was just the noise factor for Brookdale. The bench was
energy,
very quiet.
There was not a lot of energy in the crowd, on the bench.
None at all. And it's there tonight, and it's really paying off. As you see, 23-8, 5:45 remaining in this first half of play. But also, once again, I mean, we can't thank them enough. Domino's Red Bank, located at 60 English Plaza in downtown Red Bank. They are proudly supporting the men's and women's basketball teams this season. You can go ahead and download the app or head over to Domino's.com, create yourself a pizza profile, and ordering is within seconds. You got the pizza going, and it's already coming to your door. So Domino's.com, Domino's Red Bank.
So big man Allen's back in the game here. So shuffling of some lineups here, trying a couple different things. I think Coach Cizek is really looking for that right match of guys, and he seemed to be finding it early here.
So, yeah, looks like they took the 2 big men out. They got a lot of shooters on the court now. Oh, ball, grab, fast break opportunity here. Isaiah Johnson, 1 man behind him. He's catching up.
Draws the foul.
And he's excited.
Drew the foul, finished at the basket. Really getting it done early here.
Yeah. Isaiah Johnson, 4 points on the night so far. And Atlantic Cape's pulling himself into foul trouble, 6 already.
Yeah.
At just about the halfway point in this first half.
So going forward, Brookdale's going to be at the free throw line, and then he had foul committed here. And there's a rebound by the big man right there.
He didn't even have to jump. He just stuck his hands up.
And that's, that's part of being that big. It's just you're in position.
Yeah.
You get yourself in position, you get an easy one.
Atlantic Cape is really hurting on that size end here.
Yeah, they're really lacking size, and it's starting to show early on here. We haven't seen a lot of teams come in here lacking size. Brookdale seems to be, usually matching up pretty well with the other teams as far as size, and never really that much bigger than anybody. But right now, they're really kind of doing everything right here, and Atlantic Cape is really struggling to do anything.
And this is showing signs of the Brookdale team that we used to know. Yeah,
and maybe it's the signs of the coaching staff really getting into the guys and really emphasizing what they want them to do.
So Toombs hitting one of those big threes that he took at the beginning of the game.
Coach Chizek is not happy, going right to Gorzeski off the bench.
Good defense there by Glenn Bates on the last possession to get another fast break opportunity for Isaiah Johnson.
A loose ball foul there on Norbert Allen.
So we're going to head back the other way. 9:33 remaining in the first half. 29-11, Brookdale lead.
First personal, fourth team foul. Gorzeski.
Norbert Allen's first.
For Brookdale.
So she's not happy with Brian Reese right now.
Screen set there, and they find the inside man.
Good play by Gorzeski there. The big man hitting the floor there.
And you can see number 13, Joe Eberhard, was looking. He didn't get the ball in his hands. He was looking to see where Norbert Allen was, because that's hitting into a brick wall.
Yeah, exactly. And, you catch that ball, you better know where you're going with it.
Yeah.
Big man's waiting for you.
That is unforgiving. Again, huge three, and he makes it again.
Got to do something about it. Coach Chizek looking at his bench right now saying, who's going to come out here? Yep. Who's going to get me a stop? Who's going to lock this guy down for me tonight? And right now, it looks like it's going to be Corey Brown. At least he's going to get the call for now.
Nice pass underneath there.
Gorzeski couldn't get it there. Norbert Allen couldn't get it either. Couple of easy baskets missed inside there.
Glenn Bates put it right in his hands.
Ooh. It's another one on Allen.
Yeah, Allen coming a little too hot.
Starting to fall apart a little bit here.
Yeah.
Wimbish heads to the line for one shot.
So Wimbish is going to come over here, this side of the foul line, and
Crosby and Brown
try himself out. We're going to have Tavon Bennett coming out, as well as Norbert Allen, Crosby,
second personal,
and as you said, Corey Brown checking in. Good. So grabs that point. It's Corey Brown, see if he can make an impact coming right into the game. Gorzeski right in the corner, hesitation.
Johnson with the finger roll, couldn't get it to fall.
Trying to get an easy inside shots, but they had it on the outside.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well. They're just not finishing.
A little bit of a height mismatch up here.
You see Brown really locking it down over there.
Woo. And this has got to be a huge part of Atlantic Cape's game.
They're shooting their way back in this game. I mean, they really are. It's a 9-point game right now. Good play by Brown there to get in the paint.
That's three out of 4 threes made in the last couple minutes. 8:02 remaining. 31-20 as Corey Brown takes a little bit of the pressure off there. Buccaneers are going on a run. There's another long one.
Good rebound there by Adams.
He could have afforded to take another step up, but I mean, he can hit him long. We've seen it. Gorzeski losing the ball there.
Probably a bad decision there. And then here comes Bates.
Get the ball right back.
He can't finish.
Bates is playing a great defensive game, and she couldn't grab it at the basket there. Noah Dean coming over to the table now. Brookdale getting a little bit sloppy, you can see on the court. Rushing immediately at Corey Brown.
Good job by Brown to finish at the basket there with the left hand.
Corey Brown heads to the line for one shot.
He's going to head to the stripe, try to take another chance at making it a 3-point play as we get up to 33-20. 7:19 remaining in this first half. Dean coming in for Bates.
Fouls on number 13, Joe Eberhard.
Coach Chizek not pleased of him missing that.
Yeah, wanted him to use the glass on that one. Just kind of went right up to the basket there. Glass is your friend.
Oh, yeah. You got that right. 34-20.
So they're trying to get Toombs with the ball here. Maybe a little dribble penetration. Maybe a high screen for him.
I'd be surprised if he tried to pop it from right there.
Yeah. Shot clock down to about 10 here.
Yeah, they got to get something going. Time's starting to get away from him. 6 seconds left and
Deep
a 4-shot there. With Crosby's hand in his face.
Coach Cisek just keeps shuffling guys in and out. Like, if you're not going to get the job done, I'm taking you out.
Nice job by Crosby, flying in for the rebound.
Crosby.
And they are just draining these threes, and they have no defense against
Really,
them.
let's keep him in the game right now. There's a bad steal
And that's
attempt there.
Easy, yeah.
Oh, tough call there. But Grzeski probably got there a little bit late.
Yeah.
A good job by Wimbush to go straight up instead of into the defender.
Coach Cisek's not arguing that one. Acknowledged it. See, check out the replay here.
Grzeski's got 2 fouls now, too.
That was very close. That's a tough call.
It was, but
That's a
Grzeski
tough
kind of
call.
got there late. And really, the offensive player did a good job, really, of just kind of avoiding Grzeski as much as he could, at least.
Yeah. See, grabs the first free throw.
And Reese, check back in for Brookdale.
So a bit of a smaller look here with the 2 big men really on the bench here.
Yeah.
Still bigger than Atlantic Cape.
Yeah, definitely.
Because of the lack of size they have.
As well as you're keeping Dean out there, too. He's standing at 6'4", one of the taller mid-range guys in height-wise.
Nice pull up by Bennett there. Can't hit that.
Almost grabbed inside. Everyone got a hand on that ball, but it winds up to the Buccaneers. 6 minutes remaining in this game. 36-24, Brookdale keeping that lead.
Ooh, tough pass there, but a good bounce.
Yeah. There was nobody there to pick up that ball, and it just led to a very easy basket. Brought it down to a 10-point deficit now for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers.
Good fake there.
Nice fake there. Isaiah Johnson.
Johnson starting to rack up the points a little bit here.
5:30 remaining. Trying to set up Toombs. They really want to get him that 3. You got to watch out for Hodge Smith as well. Seems like everybody's got a shot.
And really, if they're not making their threes, they can't get a lot of offense going.
Nodine trying to fly in to get the rebound, but couldn't get there quick enough.
Great pass there.
Wide open.
Good transition there to make the pass, find the open cutter. Wimbish just finishing at the basket, nice and easy.
Here, coach yelling for some rebounds there.
Good move by Bennett. Up and under. Gets the foul. You can see the emphasis here from Brookdale. Get to the basket, get easy looks. You know, kick it out if it's not there. They're drawing a lot of fouls. They're making smart decisions on the other end. Having some trouble defending the 3. But listen, it's a 10-point game.
Yeah.
You know, probably looking maybe like it could be a little bit worse at this point. But offensively, Brookdale really doing a good job of getting to the basket. And really that's why they're up 10 right now.
Yeah, they went on that big run there. They're up 23-8 at one point. And Atlantic Cape has definitely closed the gap. Also like to tell all students here at Brookdale, you have access to all of the applications such as your email, web advisor, and Canvas are currently found in the portal, are now going to be available on the quick launch navigation on the top of Brookdale's website. You click the My Brookdale link from the top of any page to access the new navigation bar. The existing portal will also remain available through December 31st to transition into the new system.
So a foul away from the ball there, turning the ball over.
23, Josh Evans. That's his first. Atlantic Cape's 9th team foul.
It's Josh Evans coming into the game for Atlantic Cape, picking up their 9th foul. Corey Brown just kind of looked like he could have just walked the lane in there. Nodine getting a little physical.
A little bit of a scuffle there. I guess Dean's going to be called for the push-off. Just really trying to get some position there, but maybe had the right arm hooked around the defender.
Yeah, he's definitely got the height and a little bit, possibly a little bit of a weight advantage on him.
Trying to make his case to the official.
Trying to get position, but the ref thought it was a little too much contact. We'll head the other way. 4:15 remaining. That's Dean's 2nd foul. We have Crosby coming to the bench. A bullet of a shot there. Oh, he had Dean open, didn't take it.
And there's the turnover there. Not a great pass there, slowing the offensive player up a little bit. That's probably that cost him the layup there.
Yeah. Dean's in the right place in the right time to get the...
Johnson open in the corner. Nothing going on there.
Brian Reese, shot from the top, and it's good. 40-28. With 3:40 left in this first half.
Defensively, Brookdale looking a lot better.
Definitely.
Limiting the three-point opportunities. There's a three-point shot right there, in and out. Offensive rebound, a good job by Noah Dean to block that one.
Gave up the, went out of bounds, but gave up an easy shot at another basket for the Buccaneers. And Crosby checking back in. 3:20 left in this game here.
There's a three.
There's one. Toombs, he's been money tonight. It's his second missed one. Going coast to coast, Isaiah Johnson.
He gets, he gets up high over the defenders.
Whistle on the court here. Is that a foul call? I didn't hear anything from the table.
Not sure what the call there was.
Action keeps going nonetheless. And
looks like the referee maybe just stopped to try to get some order going, maybe separate a couple guys.
Toombs grabbing himself another basket inside this time. He's been very, very good shooting.
Adams in the post up. Good move inside. Power dribble, turn to the basket, get it done, big man.
Crosby grabbing himself 6 points so far in this first half. As we are nearing the 2-minute mark here, the first period. Brian Reese Jr. coming from behind and knocking that out. He knocked it to his own man. Yeah, okay, I don't know if...
Looked like the call was a offensive foul. Yeah, try to hook him around and just couldn't get anything going there.
So Atlantic Cape picking up 10.
2:16 left here in the half.
Yeah.
Good looking half so far for Brookdale.
Definitely. They went on a nice run there and started to get beat a little bit on the three-point ball, but they've been doing very well at stopping it now. There's a three of their own. Isaiah Johnson sinking it.
And they're only 10 short right now of their points per game average. Brookdale averaging 57 points per game.
Yep.
They're almost there already in the first half.
Ooh, Isaiah Johnson almost grabbing a quick steal and basket opportunity.
They've got numbers if they get out.
They can push it, and Isaiah Johnson's going to take it himself. Crosby with the putback. Take three, couldn't get it either. We're going to stay down here.
It's all right, a lot of hustle there. Couldn't get the ball in the basket, but, they hang on to possession there.
Terrell Cox was hanging back.
Yeah, not sure what was going on there. Maybe he fell asleep for a second. Maybe thinking about his finals or something.
They find him back in the corner. Devon Bennett's got a little bit of a cushion on him, but it's closing now. And they got some time, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:20 left in the first half. Coach Shizak saying that same exact thing, got a lot of time and milk some of the clock here.
Good shot there.
Nice quick shot there by Terrell Cox. Grabbing his first points of the half. Looks like we're also going to have Glenn Bates check in for the final minute here, if needed.
There's Toombs.
They get
a little offensive rebound there by Andy.
Driving all the way in. Devon Bennett, no good. Crosby trying to get a hand on it as well.
And Bennett coming from behind.
Tried to save it from going out of bounds.
Bennett upset himself. He knew he could have had that one if he just maybe got under control a little bit more.
Bates checks back in for Brookdale.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
Yeah. Still beating himself up over there.
Tripping up there, but he gets the ball over to his teammate and right back to him. Devontae Oglesby Gets the ball off to one of his teammates. The shot was blocked, yeah.
If they run, if they hurry, there it is.
Crosby coming in right there. Grabbing himself his 8th point of the half.
A well-played half here for Brookdale.
Definitely. I mean, you got 51-32 at the half right now. Isaiah Johnson grabbing himself 11 points so far. I mean, they had a little bit of a hard time blocking that three, but they really brought it together.
And it's amazing. After that first timeout early on, Coach Chizek called that timeout, regrouped his troops, and said, "Listen, we have a game plan. Let's execute it." And ever since that point, they've been on fire. They have 51 points, only averaging 57 per game.
Yeah.
So 51 in the first half is something we haven't seen from them all season. And it's really been a great half. Struggles a little bit at times on the defensive end, giving up some threes. But the other teams have been throwing up a lot of threes. And, they're not making a lot. They made some. So we'll see maybe a couple adjustments in the second half.
So we're going 51-32 right now going into the half. I mean, we're doing very well right now with Brookdale's doing very well with blocking the 3-point at that one point. But now they're really starting to, they got to really keep that going in this second half. We're going to send it down to Tim at courtside for an interview. Tim, what do you got for us?
Already, I'm standing by with head coach Bob Davino of the women's basketball team. And, Coach, coming into tonight, you've lost 3 of your last 5 games, unfortunately. Is there anything you're working on in practice to try to get the team better? I know you have a young team.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time on the defensive end. We just haven't really got after it on the defensive end. We spend probably a good hour every day working on a man-to-man or 2-3 zone and just getting back to the fundamentals of the playing defense, wanting to play defense. That want is kind of gone a little bit from us. So if we get after it, we'll be okay tonight.
How do you like your chances tonight against Atlantic Cape County? I know that you've won your last 2 meetings against this team. I know it's a completely different strategy. Teams constantly are changing, but how do you like your chances tonight?
If we play the defensive end, we'll be okay. If we can get them into a little bit of foul trouble, they're not as deep as they've been. They pretty much play their 5 players 90% of the game. So if we can get them into their bench, a little bit of foul trouble, I think we'll be okay.
You thinking about doing a deep rotation tonight, or just or a normal rotation?
I think we're going to go a little bit deeper tonight. I would expect probably almost our whole bench to get minutes tonight in the first half. And I think Jahasia, I think she just got cleared today, so that'll add all 10. So I think we'll probably play 9 or 10 in the first half tonight.
All right, and then any thoughts about the men's game, first half ending? Any thoughts?
Kind of like us. I mean, the men's team finally got back to basics and playing defense. And when they play defense, both teams were tough. And that's what they played tonight.
All right, well, Coach, best of luck here tonight against Atlantic Cape County, and thank you so much for joining us right now.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back here on Brookdale Television. We'll have the second half of the men's game against Atlantic Cape County coming up right here on Brookdale Television. Stay tuned.
All right, welcome everybody back here to the Robert J. Collins Arena. 51-32 coming back from the half. They stopped the 3-point game. Now what do they got to do going forward?
Keep up the intensity on the defensive end. Limit those threes. If they want to shoot threes, make them shoot from far away. And stop letting them get offensive rebounds. And just come down and get good offensive possessions. You'll win the game. All
right, so we're going to head back down to the court now as the action is already starting. Brookdale has possession here. Got Isaiah Johnson bringing it up. Netting himself 11 points in the first half of play. Quick foul, and Atlantic Cape not agreeing with it.
Fouls on number 11, the fall 2. First personal, first team foul.
Looks like we have.
They're resetting the shot clock. They're resetting the shot clock there, yeah.
Noah Dean trying to fight for position inside, but they give it over to Norbert Allen at the top. So they're going with what they started with.
Tough pass there by Grzeski.
And Isaiah Johnson.
He had Johnson come to the basket, but a better pass. They say when you throw the bounce pass, you throw it 3/4 of the way there. He threw it about 7/8 of the way there, and it was a little too much for Johnson to handle.
Yeah. Still standing at 51-32. Smith getting the ball right back inside.
Good defensive effort there by Norbert Allen. as well as Cox.
He gets the ball right back to him.
Looking to get it into Allen.
Defense right back on him.
Good, the double team comes. Good
Wide
kick
open,
out.
Isaiah Johnson.
Just the way they drew it up there. Got to knock that shot down.
Yeah.
Travel call. But that's pretty much the way you draw it up. You get it into Allen, you draw the double team, you kick it out to the shooter.
And it was
on
a perfect guy, too, that they drew away because Isaiah Johnson was wide open, and he hits that, 9 times out of 10.
Good play off the inbounds there. Johnson gets up, it's stuffed.
No foul.
Good play there by Allen. We'll see the big man at the free throw line here.
They're going to call all ball on that one. Johnson's
shaking up a
wincing,
little bit, yeah. Took a lot of contact. Johnson gets up high, but one of the things about getting up high is you come down a long way.
Yeah, he do.
So he kind of felt that one a little bit.
And that ground does not get any softer. Over to Allen at the free throw line. He will take 2. Got himself pretty decent first half, 6 points, not bad.
Yeah, and definitely, his presence was definitely felt.
Yeah. He grabs his first one. That one goes off the back of the rim there, no good. Here's the Fawn Toombs, the 3-point shooter of the first half. That one was a 2 there by 21.
Andy knocking it down, and you get the big man Allen away from the basket, and Allen unwilling to commit to that jump shot, and Andy just knocked it down.
Cox had a nice little move there, but
so again, Atlantic Cape with a lot of fouls here early.
3 already in the first minute and a half. Not the pace you want to be on.
Third personal, third team foul.
Ball up to Norbert Allen up top and trying to get it out of his hands. Johnson's trying to get that score.
Trying to work the post there. Great pass.
Nice pass to Dean.
Good double clutch by Dean. He would have got that first shot blocked. Yeah. Little double clutch there, up and under, and gets it to go.
Quick. Very
pretty
quick
basketball
move,
there.
Shot was a little short there by Atlantic Cape. Joe Eberhardt does take the bounce inside. There's
Johnson started out there a little early.
Johnson started running before
he got the ball out there. If they could push the pace a little bit.
Wide open Terrell Cox with the pass.
A great pass inside of the big man. Can't get the first one to go, and blocked from behind. So the big man really struck. Looks like he's sucking a little wind out there.
Yeah. Go coast to coast a lot. That's
just having trouble handling that rebound, but did enough to tip it to his teammate. Great pass inside there to Dean.
Very nice.
Well executed.
Dean working himself into double-digit points for the night. As we're up to a 56-34 lead now for the Jersey Blues. Less than 17 minutes remaining here in the game. Don't forget, stick around. We have the women's game up next. Switched it up a little bit tonight. Men going first, women going second at 7 o'clock. They as well will be facing off against Atlantic Cape.
Fade away in the corner there. Tough shot, but Toombs knocks it down. He's been making a lot of tough shots today.
We got Brian Reese Jr. hanging out at the scorer's table waiting to check in.
Call a foul off the ball there. So Dean doing a good job of fighting for position there and getting his man to commit the foul there, and again picking up those team fouls. Brookdale doesn't have any, and that's number 4 already on Atlantic Cape.
Third personal, fourth team foul.
4 fouls for that.
Checks back in for Brookdale.
That is Joe Eberhardt's third.
Crosby heads back in for Brookdale.
So Allen going to get himself a break.
But good couple minutes there for Allen.
Did very well. Brian Reed's quick shot. In and out.
Good rebound there by Crosby. Gets the foul and finishes.
Using the glass.
Offensive rebounds starting to accumulate here for Brookdale. Really using their size to their advantage. Crosby did a good job of getting himself in position, grabbed an offensive rebound, went right up with it, drew the foul.
That always used to be a huge part of the game. They would consistently offensive rebound all the time.
Yeah, and their size is definitely making an impact today.
So Brian Crosby is going to take his first free throw. No good. 58-36. 16 minutes.
You can't let him shoot that. He's kind of been missing a couple, but that was not a bad look there. Maybe he started getting his head a little bit.
Pushing it down. Tyler Grzeski right back to him. Takes the long three, and it's good.
Well executed there.
61-36 now. Brookdale
well past their season average of 57.
Oh, yeah. Very early in this second half.
Making a run at the 100-point mark tonight or what?
Hey.
Let's see it.
Never know. They keep this pace up, they could definitely hit it. Atlanta Cape's got to start getting some of them stops on defense and stop making those small mistakes.
Yeah, they're shooting themselves in the foot, way too much here. Yeah. And they're falling behind.
So we'd like to thank Domino's of Red Bank, proudly supporting the Brookdale men's and women's Jersey Blues basketball teams this year. Located at 60 English Plaza, right in downtown Red Bank. You don't even got to call them anymore. You can just head right over to Domino's.com. Shot goes up there. Tall one for Terrell Cox. Noah Dean putback is no good. Brian Crosby putback is no good. Falling out of bounds, and he gets called on a travel.
So again, a lot of trouble on the interior there. Offensive rebounding, creating turnovers. Just a lot of good stuff going on down there.
Domino's.com or the app.
Yeah, there you go.
To finish the thought there. Right to Crosby.
Crosby getting big inside there. Just saying, you know what? I'm going to take my time, control that ball, go right up with it.
Rushing right in.
Good defense.
Contested shot, yeah. Nice job by Reese Jr., and it looks like we're going to be out of bounds on Dean. Trying to find somebody open. Good defense all around by Brookdale. And big block by Crosby there. Terrell Cox taking it to the other side, dancing all around. He's got Noah Dean wide open, but Crosby takes the easy bucket.
Good patience there by Crosby. Made the turn. I think if the shot wouldn't have been there, he probably would have kicked it out to Dean, but had the easy layup and just threw it up.
Crosby trying to come in for another block, but so tall on that one.
It's interesting. You see on the last play, Crosby goes straight up.
Yeah.
Blocks the pass. This time kind of comes flying in, a little bit out of control, commits the foul. Fundamentals, they don't preach them for no reason. It's really, you go up straight, and you commit to that. If you start jumping at people, start flying all the way around, you're going to commit fouls.
So Tyler Grzeski checks out. Tavon Bennett in his place. 65-38. 14:32 left in the game. As Stephon Toombs makes his free throw, and
Toombs struggling early in the second half here.
Yeah, racked up a decent amount of points, but that was mostly in the first half. Looks like they're trying to recreate some of that magic. Reese hit that big three.
Coach Izzo doesn't like what he saw there, so maybe wants to drop a play there.
He had something, and you saw he went right to that board, and he's going to have something, so we'll see how they come out of the timeout here. Also like to remind all the students that the winter classes, you can still register, as well as spring 2015 winter classes begin on Monday, January 5th. So you got to get in there quick and speak to an advisor, but they are also closed between the 23rd of December and the 1st, so reopening on the 2nd. So get in there before that date and get your next semester going.
As we all look forward to the next semester.
This is my last semester here at Brookdale.
I'm going to miss you, Pat.
So this is the last season here. See if we can go out with a bang. Brookdale, of course, hosting the Region 19 tournament again. Honored to do that once more. We will be here covering all the action. 2 long days again. But it's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See a lot of teams.
Basketball.
Yeah,
if you're a basketball fan, come out here and get some basketball in, because it's a lot of basketball. It's a lot of fun.
Not only is Division III, but also Division II teams come in here as well and compete. Talent from all around the Garden State, as well as Eastern Pennsylvania Conference. Comes right here to the Collins Arena, the best arena in the area. Quick steal there, and Atlantic Cape trying to capitalize on it, but offensive rebound comes up, and he gets fouled.
A lot of scrambling to the ball there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of not
knowing
what's going on.
Very rushed possession.
But Atlantic Cape kind of comes away with it and draws a foul.
Terrell Cox.
So Terrell Cox is his second foul. We're going to have Isaiah Johnson. Looks like he's going to come back on the court.
Conspicuous by his absence tonight, William Gay hasn't seen the floor tonight.
Very true.
He's averaging 6 points per game. I mean, he's definitely been a contributor to this team.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen him. I don't know if he's in the doghouse or maybe not feeling well, just not part of the rotation. But
we saw him
noticeably just not making an appearance.
Yeah, last week he got some minutes. He's sitting there without his warm-up on.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to go. He just hasn't really just seen any minutes here.
Maybe he's looking a little disheveled, so we don't know what might have happened. But I mean, you're on the team you always want to play. So when you're not playing, you're of course going to be a little visibly frustrated. But
and especially when you're a big contributor like that, you know, you're like,
yes.
Maybe we start to wonder what's going on.
Sometimes the matchups just aren't there. Brookdale's doing a good job of matching up right now. Terrell Cox grabbing a basket.
Cox, assisted by Crosby.
Another offensive rebound there by Crosby. He's doing a really good job on the boards today.
Nice pull-up shot there by DeFawn Toombs, but it's a little short. Last touch by Brookdale, so they'll stay on this side. 67-41, 13-13 left in the game. I don't know if they're possibly calling for the... Oh, quick shot. And it's good.
Nice little inbounds play there. Shooter at the elbow, the top free throw line extended there.
Little cheers coming from the crowd as the women's squad comes in for the game coming up next. Slated to tip off at 7 o'clock.
Good dump there by Bennett. Had Crosby cutting with him and just left it for him, and Crosby finished the basket. A strong performance tonight by Crosby. Not getting the start, but really contributing.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's reached about the 10-point mark by now. And he's doing good on the defensive side of the ball as well. Rush in.
Offensive foul there.
Isaiah Johnson selling it. Crosby's coming out.
It's a good hand from his teammates there.
Yeah, and it looks like he's sitting in the first spot. Just get a quick little coach up from Chizak and possibly get back in the game next substitution. It's the hot seat right there.
It is.
You never know if it's good or a bad thing if you're sitting there.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Either you're getting yelled at or you're getting praised. So.
Blocking foul number 10, Noah Dean. Third person.
So
third.
Norbert Allen is heading in because that is Noah Dean's third.
Back in for Brookdale.
Brookdale consistently keeping the size out there, whether it's one or two guys.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You have the advantage. You might as well take it.
It's been a rotation of Dean, Crosby, or Allen. Either one or two at some point have all been in there.
Big man contesting the shot there, but then nobody there for the rebound, so kind of paying for it a little bit. The big man running back, but to no avail.
Yeah, coach wasn't happy about that. Once looks like we may have Glenn Bates checking back in.
Good spin there by Johnson.
Nice move by Johnson. DeFawn Toombs. Pass it off to Najee Wimbish, who's been taking over some of the offensive shots this quarter, but right over to LaQuay Rooks.
Say that one 3 times fast.
I won't. 11-16 left, 71-48. Atlantic Cape in early foul trouble, but they've stopped it a little bit in the last few minutes. Hasn't been as bad as the first minute and 30 when they picked up 3. Brian Reese Jr.
And Reese right there using Allen as a huge advantage there because they're trying to prevent that pass inside to Allen, giving Reese a little bit of room. He just goes right to the basket.
Long three. Rooks putting it back up again.
Yeah, it's
too much.
It's getting rough out here for Atlantic Cape. It's just nothing really going down offensively, just not a lot of rhythm.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit coming down the stretch here offensively. They were fired up a little bit, and they've really kind of sailed out since then.
Yeah, they've hit a wall, and they haven't been able to get over it. Good pass there.
Coach Chizak telegraphing the play there.
And again, Norbert Allen comes off the screen, rolls to the basket. The defense, quickly rotates over to him and just leaves Reese wide open for the layup. Allen's presence being felt out there, whether even if he's not scoring, he's definitely taking up some space and occupying some defenders.
I think Isaiah Johnson is starting to get himself into the role of replacing Rashad Johnson with that great name.
Yeah, nice.
It's worthy of it. Might have to start bringing that out of retirement. Turnaround jumper there. Too short.
Good job by the big man to keep that ball in bounds. Good, a great move there by Johnson.
Ooh.
Can't finish.
Very close. 75-48 Atlantic Cape. Quick three. Almost grabbed by Brian Reese.
Look way. Rooks.
Looked like Rooks hit himself there as he made that layup.
Coach Chizak was not pleased there. Norbert Allen not getting into the paint where he really should be. So Crosby is going to head in there, as well as looks like possibly Corey Brown.
Fouls on number 10. Najee
Glenn Bates.
Second personal, 7. Team foul.
Krzyzewski as well,
So a few substitutions here. Bates, Krzyzewski, Crosby are going to check into the game. Get some fresh legs in there.
26-point lead. It's going to be interesting to see when possibly we're going to see William Gay in the game if he even gets some minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Yeah, and maybe it's just a rotation thing, or maybe he's, maybe he's a little sick, a little shaken up.
Something we don't know might have
So
happened.
maybe we'll see if we can get a word from Coach Chizak after the game.
Brian Reese makes his second, 77-50.
Reese really contributing a lot today.
He is. He's coming in, not starting, not playing.
Yeah, we usually don't mention his name too much.
Exactly,
He does a few things. He comes in, he plays some quality minutes, but not a guy that we really talk about a lot as far as getting points. But definitely doing a lot of finishing at the basket today. Maybe a little controlling the ball. Working with the ball a little bit more than he's used to. Usually he's coming off of screens, catch and shoot kind of player, but maybe a little bit more handling the ball today, and it's really paying off for him.
9:30 remaining, 77-50 Brookdale lead. Once again, you can't talk about them enough. Domino's of Red Bank. They're great, supporting us 2 years in a row, right over at 60 English Plaza in downtown Red Bank. Make your pizza profile. You got to do it by now. It's 2014. You haven't made your pizza profile. Where are you?
He's sleeping.
Hey, Domino's.com or download the app and get some pizza for the second game. We're going to be here 7 o'clock, tipping off for the women's game. We just
order your pizza now. You'll have it way before the game. Plenty of time.
You'll be nice and full.
Yep.
And you'll be ready for the next game. We saw a shot of before Coach DeBean and some of his girls watching the men, trying to grab their first home win.
Yeah. And, if the men can win this one, the women can take one tonight. We'll have our home sweep tonight. And
everything will be right in the world again.
Domino's is back, and the wins are back, and we're ready to go.
Planets are aligning, and it's, we're getting right back into it.
End of the semester, everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's cheery. Maybe a little bit stressed out about finals, but it's starting to wind down. So,
but they're a little happy because there's parking.
At this point, if you don't know what you're doing, then I feel bad for you because not much you can do about it.
You're here for your final, and you can actually park reasonably close. Yeah, that's nice. It was beautiful.
And the best part about the spring semester is the parking gets even better.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Heading back onto the court. 9:30 remaining. Atlantic Cape's got the ball. There's a guy who has been a huge factor in the second half after sinking multiple threes in the first, Stephon Toombs.
You got to wonder why he's not doing more of that. Dribble penetration. Brookdale's, had their troubles this year with the dribble penetration, and he really hasn't done much of it. But you see it there. Gets to the basket, gets fouled. You would like to see maybe a little bit more of that from him.
Coach Chizak is always coaching him.
Always teaching. It's a good teaching moment. Always using it as a teaching moment.
One of the best coaches here in the region for sure.
Coach of the year.
winning the national championship a couple years ago, getting to the national championship, to the nationals last year, semifinals, yeah.
This year, looking just to maybe regroup a little bit, maybe make a run at the conference.
Still a lot of basketball games. If they can get on a run, they can get one of those low seeds into the region tournament. You never know. Weirder things have happened.
Once that tournament starts, it's one game, and that's all you got to do is win one at a time.
Yeah. Tyler Grzeski, nice inside pass there to Reese.
A little two-man ball there by Reese and Grzeski. A smart decision there to settle that down, pull it back out.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. The ball is in the hands right now, and he takes the shot. Glenn Bates. Everybody was touching all around. Nobody can get a solid hand on it. He's going all the way to the basket. He's got 5 white jerseys around him now. There's no way he's coming up with that one.
Brooks really been kept quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Played a lot of minutes, but not getting a lot of baskets, and doesn't get back another end. And
Crosby, easy.
Right there, finishes with the basket.
Yeah, Brooks has had some small little flashes of greatness.
But hasn't been able to really put it all together.
Yeah, it's never been consistent yet. But he's coming in some key moments. Brian Crosby with the rebound there. Long pass down the court, and Isaiah Johnson wants that one back for sure.
They're fortunate to even get that one back. That was a poor decision there.
Grzeski with the inbound. Refs are having a small discussion now.
And for Brookdale to get a basket off here, they've been pretty successful with these, under the basket inbounding plays. Really using the big men to their advantage here. For Crosby maybe to come off a screen here.
Right over to Johnson. Quick three. Falling down. No foul called. Shot was no good, and they're making the best of it. Brian Reese.
Brian Reese, we haven't said his name enough tonight. He's been contributing big time here.
Nice pass there to Johnson, but
unable to finish there. Good move there by Toombs. Couldn't finish.
Crosby staying with them. It was nice moves there, but
back and forth, up and down game here. And
nobody's getting on their side of the court quick enough, so it was a lot of back and forth, and everyone's getting a little bit of a breather now.
Maybe a little bit of shortness of breath out there for everybody.
7:35, 81-50. Brookdale with the lead. There you go. Nice D by Isaiah Johnson. Almost cleaned up there by Brian Reese. He gets fouled.
So it pays off. Johnson
definitely
found his moment, snuck in there, knocked the ball loose, got the turnover.
Fouls on number 2, LaQuay Brooks. Third personal.
Noah Dean is heading in for Brian Crosby.
Dean has checked back in.
Rotating the big men, keeping them fresh.
Trying to keep everybody fresh here, exactly,
It's been definitely paying off, rotating those 3 guys in there.
Not a lot of Tavon Bennett here the second half. He played a few minutes, but not a lot. Again, big lead,
He's also he made a few small mistakes in there. He was having a pretty a pretty good first half. The second half made a few early mistakes, and Terrell Cox was doing a little better than him with the shots. And they're starting to work in Isaiah Johnson and Grzeski more. But the rotations they've been putting in have been solid.
Grzeski goes to the basket. He gets fouled. Good effort there by Grzeski.
Yeah. He's going to head to the stripe. 7:09 left in this game. Brookdale on a 6-0 run in the past couple minutes.
I think we were a little surprised to see Grzeski in the starting lineup today. But, we're kind of seeing why he's out there. He's doing a lot of things right. He's getting to the basket. He's playing defense. And I think really he's out there for his defensive, intensity, really locking down the other team's, good scores, the good perimeter scores. And he's just, he's doing a lot of things right and, earning his playing time.
Missed his first shot there. He was getting open a lot for the three-point ball
and with
the
first
first half.
Original lineup that they started with, having him and Allen on the same side of the court really opened up some space for him. One of the better shooters on this team, actually leading the team in three-point percentage. So, not a surprise that they're trying to get him some good looks.
And he makes his second one there to make it 82-50 lead now for the home court Jersey Blues. 7 minutes remaining now. Isaiah Johnson on the defense, locking him down. He gets hit by the screen. Ryan Reese Jr., he wanted that one real bad. Couldn't finish at the basket there. Quay Rooks who's really been most of the offense here in the second half for the Buccaneers.
Eberhard gets fouled. Eberhard, we haven't seen too much of Eberhard either. He hasn't really been able to be effective out there. I mean, maybe his lack of size is kind of hurting him a little bit.
Yeah. We've also had Hodge Smith just in foul trouble, so he hasn't been seeing a whole lot of action out here this second half. Crosby back in for Dean. Quick breaks, keeping him guessing there on the other side of the court. And he makes the second. Glenn Bates have been having a little bit of a tough time holding on to the ball. Nice pass over.
There it is.
Isaiah Johnson.
Gets up, finishes at the rim, draws the foul, getting it done. And here we see our first look at William Gay.
Coming into the action on the court now with 6:33 left.
Personal foul.
I mean, you saw the early fouls what killed them, and now they're at 10. So now double bonus.
That's it, all the way through here.
Yep.
That's 6.5 minutes. That's a long time to be in double bonus.
It really
count
is.
40 points.
Isaiah Johnson, great shooter. He will come out to much applause.
William Gay has entered the game for Brookdale.
William Gay hoping to come in and make the most of his time on the court.
Just as you say that, he gets dribbled by. Did a good job recovering.
Yeah.
Najee
Shot there by Najee Wimbish, who's got his name called a lot this game.
Technical fouls for charge number 11, Dafon Toombs.
Toombs a little frustrated there. Technical foul on him. Probably a little too much yapping to the referee here.
That'll happen.
That's his second
85-53,
personal foul.
6:16. Tyler Grzeski will take the shot.
No.
Don't forget, guys, we have the women's game coming up right here on Brookdale TV. Slated to kick off after this game around 7 o'clock. Women from Atlanta Cape have showed up, and they're stretching over on the sidelines now. Big freshman squad coming in from them. Not a lot of returners.
Yeah, one sophomore in the squad.
Yeah. It was an evenly matched up game last time they met last year. But Brookdale pulled away in the end to make it a 68-35 win. .6:12 left. 86-53 left. 86-53 the score. 6:07 left in this game as Brian Reese puts it up. In and out.
At 6 minutes to get to that 100-point mark, so
yeah.
we'll get close.
And they're not down by much with Atlanta Cape fouling a lot, and then now in the
especially
double
with
bonus.
Atlanta Cape, with all the fouls. Every time there's contact, they're going to go to the free throw line.
So that would be a huge morale boost, I would say. Big three there, and it lands. A couple more of those, and you're there easy.
Ryan Reese looking good tonight. Maybe earning himself some extra playing time.
Yeah. I mean, getting your first home win and possibly eclipsing the century mark, that would be, I think, a huge morale boost going into the week ahead.
Definitely. Maybe a huge turning point in the season here.
Yeah. We'll be right back here on Thursday. You won't miss us for that long. We'll be off tomorrow, but right back here. The men facing off as well as the women. Looks like we're going to have the switch it back up again with the men going second and the women leading us off.
Smith checks back in for the Bucks.
Against Rowan College at Gloucester County.
So an interesting.
Maybe one of their satellites, or
not sure.
Interesting. There's the women's squad there getting ready to get out on the court, a little anxious. Oh, ball poked up there. Bouncing all around, and we're going to have a loose ball foul call, looks like. Or no, it's... Against number 5.
No, it looks like it's on Bate. Yeah.
Oh, they did call it on Bates. Okay.
Yeah, I guess when the ball was loose, Bates grabbed the arm of the other player, and the referee saw it.
Oh, almost with the slam.
Couldn't get
William
it to go.
Gay.
Crosby called for the foul, but a good job there to get up there and try to block that shot. And, you know, Gay almost got this crowd out of their seats. It was real close.
Yeah. Everybody's got that little smile on their face. They all wanted to see it. He was close.
An interesting little fact, Pat. Possession arrow hasn't moved since this game started. We haven't seen any tie-ups, you know, any jump balls, nothing. So I just don't know that we've seen that before. So it's a little interesting. I'm sure now, as I say that, something will happen.
Yeah, of course. Wide open three. He takes it. No good, but grabbed by William Gay. He gets fouled going up.
Gay making the most of his minutes out here.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Fouls number 13, Joe Everhart.
Almost electrified this place.
Personal foul.
So that is the 5th foul there for Joe Everhart.
Andy checks back in for the Bucks.
And he's coming back in. (89-54), 4:24 left. He misses the second.
That's not going to endure him to Coach Shizek miss a couple of free throws like that. But the defensive intensity here, Mike.
Missing an open dunk and missing 2 free throws, but yeah, he's
committing the foul there.
He was doing a good job at staying with them. Got a little too close.
You had to defend all the way through there.
Fouls number 15, William Gay. That's his first. Brookdale's 8th team foul.
Brookdale climbing up in the end there with fouls, but they basically have this game just about wrapped up. 4:11 left and pretty sizable lead.
The only question now is if we get to 100.
Yeah. Doable. Very doable. Makes the second shot. 89-56 now.
About 4 or 5 possessions from being there. Get some baskets to go down.
And he's been having a tough time holding on to the ball. Ron Bennett not taking the shot that time after missing the 3. Just a possession to go. But he will drive in.
Rebound there by Adams for a second. Had it.
Body slamming into each other. Nothing called.
Crosby, rather. Oh. Tough call there. Coach Shizek is not agreeing with that one.
Yeah, he got right up off his chair on that one.
Foul charge number 20, Brian Crosby.
Crosby did a very good job of staying out of foul trouble this game.
He did.
That was a big problem with him early in the game last week, which is what led to him spending a lot of extended minutes on the bench. But now only 2 whole game, so he's fixing his mistakes.
He's been big today. He's offensive rebounding. He's been getting to the basket, making layups. Another big rebound there for him.
Padding the stat line there as we wind down to the 3-minute and 30-second mark here. Terrell Cox trying to put some moves on him. Lost possession of the ball twice and
couldn't handle the pressure there.
5-second violation. Buccaneers ball.
Coach Chizak just stood up, looked at him, and sat back down. And I think Cox knew exactly what that meant. It's got to be different for the women. They're not used to playing second here. They're trying to stay loose, running around the track now.
Javon Bennett.
They're usually just about rounding out their game now.
Yep.
Don't forget, as we keep saying, stick around because this is going to be another good game here on Brookdale TV. As this one's coming to a close, another foul there. Brian Reese looking to check in.
Foul's number 20, Brian Crosby. That's his third personal foul.
.254 left. Crosby out. Number 24, the Jersey Blues in.
Carroll checks into the game for Brookdale.
Najee Wimbish couldn't make that one. Devon Bennett just eating up some of that shot clock. Rushing in, and that's it. That's his third, and coach is going to go to the bench here.
There it is. The possession hour finally comes into play here.
There it goes.
Officially satisfied.
Yep. You can go to sleep a happy man tonight now.
I thought he might get through the whole game without it, but
I know.
There's a jump ball right there.
2.5 minutes left. Ball's getting thrown all around the place. 3 put up there, though. 91-60.
Some full court pressure here.
Got to give it to Atlanta Cape. Still staying very aggressive and staying in this game till the very end.
Fouls charge number 5, Haj Smith. That's his 4th personal foul.
Haj Smith was, out of most of the second half with foul trouble, comes in and picks one right up. 2:09 left in this game. Both teams maxed out.
And if we would have told you early that Brookdale gave up 60 points, you might have thought they might have lost this game.
Yeah.
Only averaging 57 a game. But doing a really good job on the offensive end, getting a lot of baskets. And as they near the 100-point mark.
Checks back in for Atlanta.
They're getting there, and all the players want a piece of it.
Sure. Well, they're right around their average. They gave up 64 a game.
Yeah.
But, if they can get their offensive average up, they'll get a lot more wins when you score more than the other team, right? That's usually how it works. So
I think that's usually how sports work, yeah.
So if they can keep this up, the offensive, efficiency, knocking down the open shots, getting to the basket.
There's Toombs there. Hasn't been able to sink a 3 since the end of the first half. Terrell Cox driving in. Nice little touch shot there. Gay trying to put it back. And ooh. Tippy toes there on the sidelines.
Toombs trying to do it all by himself here.
Yeah. Goes down to the ground hard. Minute 39 left. A lot of clock stoppages as we're rounding out the game here. Brookdale holding on to this lead strong, and we'll go to 4 and 6.
Fouls charge here. 15, William Gay.
Looking at the road ahead for them, they have, as we said, Rowan coming up next. And then going on the road again, 4-game road trip. Sussex, Union, Harrisburg, and Bergen. And then they'll be back here. We'll be covering the game on the 17th against Passaic. So they've been going on these extended road trips. They just got off a 3-game one where they went 1 and 2. They're going to go on a 4-game one now. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough to get away and, really keep your mind focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And especially during the break, you're away. That's maybe a little bit rough, too, for them. So we'll see how they can make it through here.
Yeah, they'll get a little bit of a break. They'll end the Sussex game will be on the 20th, and then they'll come back January 3rd, so they'll get a little bit of a break there and hopefully keep their heads in it. It could be nice to get used to that holiday break.
Yeah.
Never want to come back.
That's his first personal foul.
So we're at a minute 19 now. 93-62.
So for us, Thursday will be our last game for over a month.
Yeah.
Not back here till the 17th of February.
I'm going to miss the audience,
Yeah. That's what keeps us going.
And there it goes. So they're 6 points away. A minute left. Atlantic Cape playing.
Kind of see Brookdale turning up the intensity a little bit, maybe feeling that 100-point mark and really wanting to get there for the first time this season.
They're playing very close defense. I don't think Atlantic Cape wants them to get there. They're holding on to the ball. Nobody wants that 100-pointer dropped on them.
So as the clock's running down, it doesn't look like it's going to happen unless they can maybe get a couple quick baskets, but we'll see if they can get to it. Well, this will help if he can knock this one down.
Ooh, very close
that
there.
Probably would have gone a long way to get there. So as we wind it down, the shot clock is off. But that's not going to stop. Toombs just doesn't matter where it is.
That was about 5 steps behind the 3-point line there. Terrell Cox is going to get fouled here, and now the ref's going to call it with 16.6 left on the game clock. 94-65.
Fouls on number 11, Defawn Toombs. His third.
So Cox is going to take a free throw. Both teams are, as we said, maxed out in the fouls. And he makes the second, but we're going to have a lane violation, it looks like.
Lane violation. Basket does not count.
So that's not going to count as there's a lane violation.
It was called on Reese. Clock winding down now. Atlantic Cape
trying to get a basket here before this one's over.
Get some last points. And
Buccaneers ball.
you know, we saw some early struggles from Brookdale. You know, they went down 5-0 in the first minute.
Yep.
Brought it back very well, and they got up to I think it's 23-8 at one point. 3-point game started to really hurt them on the Atlantic Cape side, but they brought it back and they kept it going. So first home win of the season, it's got to feel good.
Sure.
I mean, it's road trip coming ahead after the game on Thursday, but you get that break in between.
And listen, if they can get the one on Thursday, they put a couple back-to-back before you go out on the road, it's a really good feeling. And, you know, this game right here, as we wind down, really it's got to be, you know, Coach Shizek has to have a good feeling about this. Both teams, you know, played hard, but Brookdale just started executing a lot quicker. More efficient baskets, a lot of threes early on from Atlantic Cape, just not really much of an offense. And you got to give Brookdale credit. They really stepped up this game and really took advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. Brian Crosby had himself a huge game. Isaiah Johnson leading scorer.
Yeah, and so Norbert Allen get the start, really could, you know, make an impact with his size. So, you know, coming from everywhere.
Yeah. William Gay was one of the ones we saw. He came in late.
Yeah.
But he started to come in towards the end and almost had that dunk. Almost lit the arena on fire with that one, but couldn't really get it towards the end. We'd like to also thank as well Domino's of Red Bank sponsoring us once again and doing a very good job. 60 English Plaza, downtown Red Bank. We're going to send it out to Tim on the court. He's got himself another interview. So Tim, what do you got for us?
All right, I'm standing by with head coach Paul Chizek. Coach, you moved to 4-6 overall. You get your first home win here tonight at the Robert J. Collins Arena. Talk us a little bit about it.
Well, you know, we put a major emphasis on defense, and we haven't been playing great defense. We had a real tough schedule early. I thought we played pretty decent defense in the beginning of the year, but lately, last 2 or 3 games, we just did not play well. And we went after it in practice, and now we're putting emphasis. We're substituting based on how hard you play defense, and I think that started to show. You know, we jumped up on them, had a nice lead at halftime, and the second half didn't come out flat, and just kept going and kept rolled it up, and I think we finally won by 27 or whatever, but it was good defense, good defensive effort.
Something that I noticed is you were rotating the guys a lot tonight. You were putting a lot of guys in. Is that part of the game plan? You guys changed it up a little bit?
Yeah, you know what? We're pretty deep on the bench, but what happens, our decision, we put it on the board, our substitutions are all based on defensive efforts. You know, you get beat because you don't rebound or you don't go after a loose ball. We're going to substitute for you. We feel that if everybody just starts to play defense together, we're going to make the other team work hard. And, you know, if you don't get out on a shooter, you're coming out, you know. And so put the emphasis, rebound. We had 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. We had 14 defensive rebounds in the first half. So that means we control the boards, and that's what the key is. And we were playing good defense. And plus, we took 3 charges in the first half. So that's a kick.
It's definitely a plus. Looking ahead, I know you don't have a whole lot of time to enjoy this win because you got to have a quick turnaround for the next game on Thursday. Looking ahead to Rowan College. You have any thoughts on that game going in?
You know, it's the same thing. We played mostly man today. We've been playing a lot of zone. They're very athletic. They get up and down the floor really quick. They get to the rim real quick. You know, we're going to have to play defense. We can't get beat, people going to the basket, number one. Number two, we're going to have to rebound like we did today. And the third thing is we shot the ball. We got high percentage shots. We got layups. So I think we probably shot above 50% because we got easy shots. We've been shooting a lot of threes, and we got away with it. Our point of emphasis the last couple practices, put the ball inside, or let's get 10, 12-footers. And that's what we did. So we're going to have to do the same thing. It's another tough game. We're right at it. And then after that, we have Sussex, which will end the semester. And it would be nice to get that. We'll be 5-3 in the league. That's what we're pushing right now. We'll get a little stronger in the league.
All right. Well, Coach, enjoy this win. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you very much. Have a nice holidays.
All right. That is head coach Paul Chizek. Thanks so much for joining us today on the game. Stick tuned for the women's game coming up next here on Brookdale Television. We'll have that coming up in a few. Stick around.